Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight, get cake.
We're going to give y'all a preview of the Mama Kelly interview, bro, real fast. Then we're going to come in and get this thing popping. All right, we sitting here with, we call her Mama Kelly, Najee Kelly. Tell people your name.
I mean, Mama Kelly is fine because nobody ever calls me by my name no more, especially with Najee. It's Najee Mama, but I'm Naisha Kelly, Najee Kelly from Dillon High School, who's now enrolled at University of Miami.
Right.
The DN, that was, I guess, a big deal, I guess you could say.
I guess a big deal? When you saw his face on that billboard, how you feel?
That was crazy. The crazy part about it was when we finally went on the official, Mario was talking about it. He was like, oh, I'm going to do a billboard. I'm thinking about it. What's the best areas to do it in? So I'm like, oh, 95 would be a good area. Sunrise would be a good area. And then he hit me and Najee in the chat, and he was like, he sent a picture of like I guess you could say it wasn't the actual thing. Like it was like the draft. So I'm like, wait a minute, you serious when it's supposed to drop? And he was like, it's up there now. And I'm like, it's like for real? And then I finally went and drove by it, and I'm like, oh my God, no, like this is for real. Yeah. And I saw Wesley and his family posted, and I'm like, wait a minute. So he did it for Wesley and he did it for Najee. Okay. All right, Mario. Okay.
I was somewhere in Broward, man, standing by the highway trying to take a picture of it. I don't even know where I was at.
It was on 95, just north of Sunrise, like in between Sunrise and Broward on the east side. Mm-hmm. I got it on video.
I made you feel you cry.
I didn't cry. I'm not a crier.
You're not a crier?
I'm not a crier, but I was definitely excited. It was big. It was definitely big.
So Mario comes over. Tell us what type of recruit he is to the kids, because you say he don't sleep. He's up 5 a.m, texting, talking to the parents.
I mean, well, most of our experience with Mario was with Oregon, and I was kind of sold. And I'm speaking for myself. I was sold on Oregon because I was sold on Mario. When I posted it on Twitter a lot that I like KT really sold me on Mario. Mario sold himself, but Kayvon Thibodeau really sold Mario to me. Like it was like, okay, after talking to him, that was a done deal. I'm Team Mario. That's it. But he would like on signing day, he beat us up. Like he beat us up. Okay, I'm ready, because he knew where we were gonna sign. Nobody else knew. We told him, we told Cooney, and that was it. That was the only people on UM staff that knew that he was actually gonna sign with UM. Right. So he was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like, y'all ready? Okay, don't forget to send it at, I think it was like 6:01 was the time that we actually had to send it. And he was like texting all through. Najee wasn't even up yet.
I don't understand, man. How many phones this man got, man?
I have
can't
no.
Just be texting y'all. I gotta be texting everybody.
I have no idea, but Mario Cristobal does not go to sleep. Like first of all, when he got here, in December, he was still on Oregon time. So when everybody else was asleep, he was still up. But when we got up, he was up too. So. And I think it had a lot to do with, the fact that his mom was sick and all of that. So he was kind of worrying. His family was still in Oregon. I think they had a lot to do with it. But at the same time, like, even now, he still don't sleep. He don't sleep.
How does it make you feel as a parent, though? As a parent, with him, you know what I'm saying, always checking in. Did it make you feel safe? Or, because you said when you were sold on him, I mean, how does it make you feel? What's going on?
I mean, the business has always been the motive, because at the end of the day, if he
the positions and spots, they walking in, you can just see it on his face. You're like, damn, I gotta go inside. Like,
it's been a lot.
Phone calls, mama.
Man, first of all, he home too much.
Oh, is he?
He's home too much, and he come in my room and he's like, Mom, man, Cyrus starting. I'm like, okay, that's good for him. He talking about, no, I'm supposed to be starting. Dude, chill out. It's coming. It's coming. Relax. It's coming. So, I mean, yes, it's good for the motivation. Mentally, he ready to go, but they want him to make sure he's 100% okay in the summertime. So when we play Cookman, hopefully he could get a lot of reps. Well, I ain't gonna say hopefully. He's gonna get a lot of reps that game because it's Cookman. And I went to fam, so I'm definitely gonna say that. It's Cookman. So he's gonna get a lot of reps, but he'll be 100% healthy.
Yeah. So listen, man, anytime. All right, man. What's going on, man? It's Friday, man. I'm D. I'm about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. That was Mama Kelly, Najee Kelly, Mama. Let us know where you're from in the comment section. Let us know where you're from. We just like to see where these people coming from, man. It's Friday. Investor die. Never scrolling at the bottom if you want to get down. We've been giving out a free trial period. I think it was a 7-day trial period we gave to the members. And there's a 1-day trial period out there. And what happens is the computer eventually you can come around to different. You can go to different rooms. Maybe not all the rooms you get access to, but you can see what's going on. And the computer eventually kicks you out. So 786-45949. If you want to get involved, send us a text. We'll send you the link, or just go to the link. Just go to the link. I'll put the link in the comment section and pin it to the top. You see right now, stock of the day is Bitcoin, which is not a stock; it's crypto. But the reason being is that there's some levels to buy crypto at right now. And every time crypto get to these certain levels, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they get to these certain levels, it's a good time to buy them because that's kind of like the bottom, unless it falls through at one point in time. But as of now, it's kind of like the bottom. Yeah, as of now, it's kind of like the bottom. So those are good levels, great levels to buy at. That's why I put Bitcoin to stock there. One second. That's weird. And I just had Najee Kelly mom on talking, and she just sent me a text. So yeah, that's why Bitcoin we have as the. Now listen, we're gonna put this, and we're gonna place this. I'm gonna place this in the chat. Pin it to the top. Investor die. IOD Investor die for the new people, man. Investor die is just a platform we created where you can come watch us trade stocks, options, see what we're talking about when it comes to crypto, NFTs. Speaking of NFTs, one, two. Speaking of NFTs, got an announcement to make. But there you go. There you go. And you're watching on YouTube, it's pinned up at the top. Shout out to Coke Dog. Shout out to Coke Dog dropping them IOD squad emojis. Everybody can't drop the IOD squad emojis, dog. They can't. They cannot. So there it is, man. There's the number scrolling at the bottom, and now it's pinned at the top of the YouTube. That's the live show, man. I tried to find the ugliest shirt I could find for the live show. The ugliest orange and green shirt I could find. I think I accomplished that. What y'all think? That thing was ugly, and it was small. So listen, yeah, man. The announcement. Snoop Dogg NFTs all sold out. We sold out all the Snoop Dogg NFTs. It was the cheapest one we had. We sold out all the Snoop Dogg NFTs. So no more Snoop Dogg NFTs, which was the one with the 9 D1 kids standing at the coin toss. Jaden McBurrow. Oh God, so let's go through the names again. Who was at the coin toss? Jaden McBurrow. Good Lord, I'm having a brain fart right now. You had the Oregon linebacker, little brother was standing at the coin toss. Vince was at the coin toss. Wide receiver was the American Heritage. Amari Daniels was standing at the coin toss. It was like 9 or 10 D1 kids, bro, standing at the coin toss. Vincent Davis, J.D. McBurrows. You had Robert Floyd, Nick Vadiato, former quarterback. You had Tony Beavers, Dylan McCutcheon, and J-Rock. What else was on the team? But for the Snoop Dogg side was Max Gibb, number 99 USC, Jonathan Flo from Oregon, Tyreek Al-Kodu, Washington State. And yeah, Snoop Dogg was a part of it, man. Snoop Dogg came down and got beat 67 to zip or something, 67 zip, I think. But yeah, that one sold out. So only way that one gets back on the market if somebody puts it on the market to sell and they would name their price. So that's the first one sold out, man. Just want to get that out there. But that shirt ugly, me, JR. I agree with you on that, boy. That thing ugly, boy. That thing ugly. That thing ugly. Say good look for the preview. So yeah, man. Another thing, man, is we're gonna get into Phillip Buchanan, 2012-2014, came out with a comic book basically geared towards finances for kids. And oddly, he posted a video today, and it was like the YouTube version, the comic, the YouTube version. I'm gonna feed this to you. It was a book called New Money, and it was a comic book with the book called New Money, and basically it was on YouTube. I mean, he had a video on YouTube of the comic book, and I looked at it today, and it was about 4 players that got involved, came across some big time money, and they basically blowed it. But if you look at it, it's definitely something that could be used today. So if you go check out Phillip Buchanan, I see right here where he had them posted. I don't know if he promoted them a bunch, but here's one of them right here. And it's about getting caught up in the industry, finances, how young kids get caught up. And it's not soft either. It's like kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hardcore.
Damn phone. And my scotch and soda won't refuel itself.
Oh no, not the infamous blowjob contest.
What the bloody hell was that?
You know Cameron Cash don't do nothing small time.
Including referring to himself in the third person. Wasn't you a big time in the problem when we met?
Hey, remember when we flew your plane back from Vegas Mall?
Oh no, not the infamous blowjob contest.
All them girls on offense. But Bodrick, your boy David couldn't hold on.
Yeah, D always comes up short. Whoa, wow.
Denise.
It's scale. Hey, Bodrick.
Cameron, man.
Sorry about the whole jetpack thing. That was supposed to be something else.
Wow. Got through. We could have been in jail. And what happened to your brother?
And basically it's kind of about, you know what I'm saying, coming into money and how sometimes it's experienced by kids that didn't grow up in money, and just trying to teach about money. And I just thought that was interesting, man, because of what's going on now with the money getting closer to college, and all the handlers and the agents getting closer to college and shit. The adults couldn't deal with it. The kids was graduating from college. They didn't know how to manage the situation. And it's like, this was 2012, 2014. So, you know, it had to be like some of his experience, how he saw it. You know what I'm saying? He's looks like he's trying to get the real story out there on how it's really experienced, from someone from Fort Myers or someone from a place that they grew up, mom, working class, maybe raised by a single mom, maybe, you know what I'm saying, just a working class. I thought it was interesting, man. I thought this stuff, when I watched it, I was like, man, this is valuable now. Like, this is really needed right now. Needed. So yeah, man, y'all check that out, man. That's on, let me see. I'll get y'all the link. I'll drop the link in here. And he has a couple of them. Called New Money. Is a series that he came out with. He recently was tweeting about it recently. So that's that, man. Listen, 6 p.m. today. Caleb Johnson, 6 foot. 235 pound linebacker who left UCLA will make his decision. I think it's either Texas. Let me see. Will make his decision. I think it's either Texas or Miami. Yeah, 89 tackles last year, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions. In 17 games he started for UCLA. That's some damn production, big dog. Let me see if we pull it up. Let's see if we can pull it up. Let's see. Let's see. UCLA football stats. What year was this? 2021. Let's see. So in 2020, so in 2020, in 2020, he led the team. 7 for losses. He had 1 interception. I don't know why his stats aren't popping up for last year. Let's see. But he led the team in 2020 also, but those are not his last year stats unless they just took an accumulative of stats. Say Duval in the house. Okay, so yeah, there you go. 2021. 2021. 45. He had an interception, 45 tackles. It's like number linebacker. It was like the fourth linebacker on the team if you're talking about total tackles. How many games did he play? It doesn't say how many games he played. 6 foot, 235-pound guy will make a decision, man. And some believers think he's all Miami. And this man say he's trying to figure out about the BJ contest, where they do that at. In circles with dudes got money. Yep, Tim, you just told us who you are. When dudes got money. Let's up in the text field there. Let's see what he say. That'll be funny, dog. That'll be funny. That's hilarious. That's funny, dog. Is he really any better than the guys we have now? BJ, I got a question. Is he really any better than the guys we have now? So he's 6 foot, 235 pounds. He's 6 foot, 235 pounds. Man, y'all are wild, dog. Y'all are crazy. Would you rather look at that one? Y'all wild, man. But he's 6 foot, 235 pounds right now. Is he really better? Phillip thought that was funny. Is he really better than the guys that we have now? Let's look and see. I think in 2020 he led the team. Let's see, 2022. He only played 11 games in 2020, 2022, and 2021. He was like 5th in tackles. In 2020, I think he led the team in tackles. Yeah, in 2020, he led the team in tackles. 22 solo, 44 total, 5 sacks, 1 interception. And he doubled everybody in sacks except for Aso Alagodwawa. We got somebody on the team. Let's see. Let's look at our line. Let's take a look at our linebackers. Let's see what we got. But we can't really count our linebacker stats, man. Our linebackers was just misled, man, these last couple of years, man. It ain't really their fault. Corey Flagg had 35 solo tackles last year. 60 total tackles. He had 60 total tackles, 1 interception, and 3 sacks. Raymond Steed had 55 total tackles, 1 sack. Did he commit? Now he didn't commit already. He committed 6 p.m. today. So I say, is he really as good as our guys? We'll find out when he get here. That's the best way I'll say that. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out when he get here. But like a lot of players that come in, bro, he may come in ahead because he had better coaching. I wasn't sure Rambo was better than all our guys when he came in. Not that much better, not what he showed, but he's coming from a different coaching, man, a different crew. So we'll find out when he get here. It definitely because the linebackers need depth anyway. Like they need depth, they need starters or whatever. Right, we shall see. Yeah, so we'll find out when he get here. But I see what your argument is. How big is our linebackers? Let me see. How big is I know Corey Flagg not 6 foot 235. Oh, Corey Flagg is 5'11", 230. Corey Flagg look like he's strong, like he got smaller. Wayman Steed, 6 foot 225. But we know Keontra Smith isn't that tall. Chase may be one of the bigger linebackers when he come back. I'm late, fellas. Who we talking about? We're talking about Caleb Johnson, UCLA. We're talking about Caleb Johnson, UCLA transfer, set to choose today. UCLA transfer set to pick today around 6 p.m., 3 p.m. Pacific time. Caleb Johnson. I think he recently visited Texas.
I just did a dance on 80,000. Victor Cruz.
That's what we're talking about, Mr. Caleb. Steve will Coach Hayes. What time Coach Hayes' mama making an announcement? Oh man, let's see if he in here lurking. Steve will play Will and Sam Johnson will play Mike. I don't think they're done, bro. I don't think we have a clue what this roster is gonna look like, man. This transfer portal is getting attacked. I told you, like I said on Instagram yesterday, it looked like we about to buy some virtual real estate off in the transfer portal, boy. We living there, boy. We living in the old portal. We definitely living in the transfer portal. So either way, either he's better or, I mean, we kind of thin at linebacker regardless. So we're going to need some. Yeah, we're going to need some depth at linebacker anyway. Now, the University of Miami basketball team lands Fresno State basketball player, the Cavinder Twins. Now, what I remember the Cavinder Twins from was when NIL first got started. They got one of the bigger deals when it first got started. Yeah, they got one of the bigger deals when it first got started. That's where I remember them from. Let's see. Let's take a look at them. Hannah Cavender stats. She averaged 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And that's Hannah Cavender. It's Hannah and Haley, I think. And Haley averaged 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Well, listen, it ain't like they ain't balling. Yeah, it ain't like they ain't balling now. But yeah, they just transferred out the University of Miami. Let's see what the Miami Herald said. Whoa, Miami Herald. The Cavinder Twins. These pictures. On Thursday night, I see on the 13th, they were already at John Ruiz's house. I saw that already. It was already with the Ruizes. Let me see how many followers they have. 45.6 on this, the Cavender Twins. I guess this is their Instagram page together. This is the picture the Spun put up. They got their own underwear. Still can't believe we have our own PSD underwear collection. I mean, they're doing real big business, real clean business. But they'll be playing basketball for Miami and bringing their business savvy down here. Let's see what the Spun said. Haley and Hunter announced they will be transferring not long after the 2022 season came to an end. Tonight, the Twins announced they'll be continuing their college careers in the ACC. The Twins, who have over 4 million followers on social media channels, are headed to Miami. It didn't take long for fans to start reacting to the news of social media. Kind of a big deal, Miami Manny Navarro said. The Cavender sisters, who are part of WWE NIL Next in Line, they're part of WWE NIL Next in Line program, are following the Wayne Johnson path and heading to Miami. John Ruiz, welcome to the U ladies, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to the U ladies women's basketball team with a huge pickup John Ruiz is at the center of a lot of these deals, bro. Like the White Wallet and the NIL. I can tell you that straight up. I thought that it's funny when you think a paper wrote an article and they just piece some tweets together from other people. I thought I was about to read something, man. It wasn't nothing in there, man. It wasn't Nathan in there, man. Nathan. So yeah, NIL thing continues, man, and Miami continues to flourish from it. Picking up these two twins, big NIL with huge, and I'm sure a lot of their leverage from NIL came from their huge following. You just heard they have 4 million over across social media. So shout out to that. When you look at them stats, man, listen, I got a question for you, man. How y'all think it feel to be a college football player right now, man? You got to turn real fast. Yeah, you still a college kid, man. You sitting there, man, and you watching guys come in. Not even the guys that was there already. You know what I'm saying? You watching guys come in that at your position, right? Right? You watching guys come in at your position. On top of the guys you were probably already behind. It gotta be tough, though. It gotta be tough for some of these players. It has turned. It already was dog eat dog, where now it has turned. It's just on another level of dog eat dog now. I just wonder how these players feel, and I wonder how fast it's going to take them to catch on. And parents realize that this game has really changed, and you're going to have to be on your grind, dog. Step up your game and get kicked to the curb. Yeah, that's basically what it is, dog. But listen, man. It's you're talking about kids, right? So somebody would have to be there to explain to them, and maybe they have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have these conversations with the kids. Say breaking news: Alabama lands Louisville Tyler Harrell. Yeah, rich getting rich. They just added old 4-1. They lost all Johnny Hall and added old 4-1 speed to the group. But yeah, bro, like I mean, it's definitely cutthroat. You definitely got to be on your P's and Q's. And it's changing right before their eyes, and I don't think everybody's going to catch on as fast. And next thing you know, boom, college is over. Yeah, this got a horrible text. To be with a grad assistant, isn't that ex favorite player? What's going on, man? You said to be a grad assistant, man. That man fast. Anytime you fast like that, you got to change, dog. J Dub say they are on edge. More than likely, the coaches are letting them know that they are looking into the portal. Man, like dog, like think about that. Think about that. Think about if you were a kid and you didn't make any if you were a kid and you didn't make any think about that if you're a kid and you didn't make any friends in the recruiting process, or you just came to Miami, or Manny told you, hey, we looking, y'all looking, and you didn't go mess with nobody else because you didn't want to lose your spot, and you never made it, you didn't make any other relationships at any other schools. You was committed to Miami. And now Miami's looking, or now Clemson's looking, or now North Carolina's looking. Dog, that's why you have to cover your own ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to cover your own ass in any situation. And I know it's tough for kids trying to navigate these situations. You have to cover your own ass. You feel me? Sean Jones said, build it like Bama. That's what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just talking from a kid's standpoint. Yes, Mario getting 8-9 million, they're going to do business. They're going to do business, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's about winning football games and getting the best team out there. That's his job. I'm just talking from the kid's standpoint of how things are changing right before their eyes. And I don't expect the fans to have any remorse because the fans just want to see a team win. That's it. That's it when it comes down to it. I'm just giving a different conversation on how fast this stuff is changing, and even kids that are being recruited don't understand what they're looking at. Yeah, if you're just getting in here, man, 786-459-4499, investor guy, scrolling at the bottom. If you want to get in, or the link is in the YouTube. Only YouTube. We're only streaming on YouTube today, so the link is in the YouTube. All of y'all are in here are in the YouTube. Just got a text. Look at what Antonio Pierce said. This pairs about Gentry. It also did especially Steve because of what he meant to Arizona State's future. Let me see. I may read this to y'all. But yeah, 786-459-4499. Y'all want to get Street of Breaking News. With the help of y'all want to get involved with ILD Squad, Investor Die, man. You want to learn about crypto, NFTs. We in this thing. I just got something that says third-party collective, which is kind of fine, right? So I put it from the Athletic. This is where Arizona State. Look what Antonio Pierce said to his players about Gentry. The loss of Gentry especially stings because of what he meant to Arizona State's future before a practice last year. I talked with them. I talked with then defensive coordinator Antonio Pierce about the linebackers. Pierce mentioned that Darian Butler and others may want to get started on their NFL careers because Gentry soon will start pushing them. Last season, Gentry did just that, posting 45 tackles, including 5 for loss, earning freshman All-American recognition. Although he has not fully grown into his 6'6" frame, he has great instincts and nastiness that's needed on defense. As a second-year player, Gentry might have been Arizona State's NFL prospect, top NFL prospect. The departure will hurt this season, but Arizona State, and then I can't see this something in front of it. They would have to establish linebacker Cal Soley and Maryland Robinson. That won't be the case in So basically, man, Antonio Pierce thought very highly of Gentry. Guess you going to more women's basketball games? Y'all, wow, man. It's definitely a grown man business. So breaking news, they breaking news. I ain't breaking news. Stacey Hall broke that news. Breaking news, Alabama lands Louisville Tyler Harrell. Stacey Hall broke that. So I guess that was defensive coordinator talking about Gentry. Out of Arizona State, who Miami's after. Arizona State football. Sun Devils Herman was under fire again. I remember done dodged some bullets over there, huh? So Eric Gentry's in the portal, who basically he was saying is their best guy. So if y'all just getting here, man, we're looking at the Cavinder Twins. Fresno State basketball player just transferred over to Miami, man. And the reason I remember these two girls because they were doing big business. They were doing big business in the NIL, early in the NIL. And it was because of their following. One second. Just put in our group chat, Tyler Howard the Barrel. Yep, we just announced it. Let me read some of these comments. Bring my guy Rich in here too, man. Rich, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, Streeter?
Chilling, man, chilling. You see, Alabama just got faster on us, man.
Yes,
Alabama
they did.
Just picked the wide receiver Tyler Harrell. Yeah. You feel me?
Hey, I mean, you can complain about the transfer portal, or you can make it work for you. So that's what they're doing.
Right. So what's going on, man? I mean, the transfer portal. We were just talking about Phillip Buchanan. He put out a comic book, a book and a comic book to go along with it about finances and stuff. And it kind of goes along with the issues that we have in the transfer portal right now that we've been talking about. Not really the issues, but basically the pitfall of, get them boys paid, man. You got to be something else to go with getting them boys paid. You know what I'm saying? Because not putting money in people's hands, we realize that a lot of times they don't solve it. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Right. But it's one of those things where you have to know the pitfalls before they come at you. And a lot of the times, some of that game is never told. And you know what they say in business, the game is sold. So it's even that process of learning how to invest in yourself and invest in another type of education. So because you're getting money so fast and you're going from being a child to being a man, basically, with financial responsibilities, the kids have got to understand that in some cases, you might have to invest in your financial education um, the same way that you would as an adult. So adults know that mentorship is important, and having a coach, not only for playing your sport, but having a coach in whatever field that you're in is extremely important, and they pay for that. So in some cases that it doesn't translate fast enough where kids understand it quick enough to where they're like, okay, in the real world, you have to pay for mentorship, right? And because it's hard for somebody to reach out to you and personally guide you through the process without there being a monetary benefit involved for that person. And I'm just being 100, because when an agent comes along to you, when they come along your side, they come to your side because there's a monetary benefit for them. They're not coming to your side because they grew up with you. Heck, they don't even know what your neighborhood looks like. The neighborhood you came from, they don't even know what it looked like.
Right.
So you got to understand that those resources that you pay for will actually help you in the long run with being successful with your money. Because at the end of the day, you do want to be the best athlete that you could be, but you also want to have long-term money. And I know personally, I'm in my mid-30s now. 15 years ago, I was not thinking about, okay, if I get $1 million, how can I stretch that $1 million to last me 20 years, 25 years?
I actually thought it would last me for the rest of my life.
Right. You're like, man, shoot, I got $1 million. And then the first thing you do is your thought process is, this should last me till I'm 80 years old, right? But what's the first thing you go do? You go buy that Mercedes G-Wagon, 100, and then because it's you got to get the upgrades. You got to get the unique stuff. You got to bust it down. So now the thing goes from $120,000 to $160,000.
Right.
Now you got to live in a certain zip code, right?
Right.
And before you even live in a zip code, your mama may need to live in a certain zip code now.
Right.
So now you buy your mom a $500,000 house. To avoid the headache, you just go ahead and pay it cash. How much money you got left now?
To avoid the headache.
Yeah, to avoid the headache of learning what a fixed 30 is, right? You're like, let me go ahead and pay this thing cash. There's leveraging benefits to paying that house cash, but you don't know what those benefits are.
Right.
I think I told you this before. I might have told you, or I was talking to somebody else about it. I remember when I bought my first house when I was 20. That was 2012. How old was I? I was 26 years old. And after a couple of years, I got in the mail. I kept getting these letters in the mail talking about I'm eligible to get $100,000 line of credit. And I'm like, man, these people crazy. I'm like, why would they give me $100,000?
Right.
And then I started to have people from Wells Fargo, that was my mortgage lender, people from Wells Fargo started calling me every week, asking me, "Yo, Rich, you want to take advantage of this $100,000 you can get this line of credit?" I was like, "Man, what you talking about?" I was like, "I know what they trying to do. They trying to take my house. That's what they trying to do. They trying to have they trying to have me go ahead and get this line of credit, and then next thing you know, 6 months later, I can't pay it back. Then they gonna come and take my house. All they want is my house. I ain't fooling with these people." I asked the dude, I was like, "Why would you give me $100,000? Why would you do that? Are you slow?" I had no idea how money and credit worked.
Right.
I had no idea that I earned that opportunity. And even worse, I had no idea what I was going to do with the $100,000. That's why I didn't want it.
Right.
But had I know what I know now, I would have flipped that. I would have leveraged that, I should say, and I would have bought myself a multifamily unit.
Right. So the kids are walking into sort of the same situation where they have no, and you were college educated already, right? Or you were,
I had some college behind me.
A lot of them coming straight from the hood. So listen, man, we got on here to talk about Snoop Dogg. We sold out all the Snoop Dogg NFTs yesterday. Somebody else jumped in the drawing to win $1,000 because you had to buy 3 NFTs. Somebody else has jumped in the middle of the drawing to win $1,000. If you're just getting in here, this is Caleb Johnson, the linebacker that chooses today. Video popping up when he was at Texas. Somebody else jumped in with a chance to win $1,000 because if you brought 3 NFTs, you had a chance to win $1,000. We told you a couple people was out there with 2. We'll be announcing that soon.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know if we're going to give away something for the next time. Well, the next ones that drop for the draft NFTs, but I'm sure we'll give away something. That's just part of the movement we got going on.
We'll definitely, in that spirit of giving, we'll definitely try to find something to give. But I will say this though, most of you guys already know the 2 that we're going to drop so far. That James Cook as well as that Tyquan Thornton. And I will say, if you know anything about investing, if you are kind of into playing cards or anything like that, imagine if you had one of those dudes playing card before Tyquan Thornton went to the right team, hopefully, and started bombing on everybody. Kind of like T.Y. Hilton did, right?
Right.
So imagine if you have that already in your arsenal, and whatever you bought it for 5 years from now, you would be like, "Man, I paid peanuts for this video. I paid peanuts for this NFT."
Right.
And that's exactly why we wanted to line up this NFT drop with the draft, because we know we have at least 2 stars that came out of Florida that, more than likely will make some noise in the NFL. And we know that there's there's some things that have to fall in place. I mean, they got to go to, decent teams and so on and so forth. But, we're betting on Florida guys. We're betting that they're going to be dogs no matter what. Yeah, so that's why we want to drop it.
Well, the Tyquan Thornton thing, how long will he have the fastest man? You know what I'm saying? The fastest time at the combine. How long would that last? I mean, how fast these kids are coming up. It seems like it get broke every year, don't it?
I mean, it seemed that way. I know one thing, we got a great group of wide receivers that's coming out of high school next year. So that gives Tyquan's record, at least 4 years.
Right.
So he got some time, but you always want to. It's just like if we had Chris Johnson, right? If we had Chris Johnson footage in high school, which I think he went to Olympia High School, if I'm in Orlando, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
If we had his footage, I know I would have purchased that as an NFT.
Right.
No, I would. So.
Right. The things that, I mean, it's early, and you want to be early on things, but sometimes when you're early, it's not enough information out there. And it's just how the ball bounces. You feel me? I mean, that's how the ball bounces. But we're here. We're here screaming it at the top of our lungs every day, yelling IOD squad, yelling hey chicks out. And we got something new we about to bring to IOD squad too. Also, man, I've verified. So we screaming IOD squad.
You still
NFT
doing?
thing? We're gonna try to do monthly. We got enough content, man, to drop monthly. And we got to get on. Well, I'll talk to you when we get out of here, Rich. I just got a text.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna mention to you, and you know what? So sometimes I die. We'll talk later after because sometimes I be saying too much.
Yeah, you finna say too much. You finna say too much. I heard it. I felt it. You was about to say too much, dog. I felt it. Man, be overzealous.
Yeah. I keep it to myself.
Yeah. Just hold it down. But yeah, bro. So I mean, college football is basically changing, man. I don't know how it's going. You see, we just landed the Cavender Twins, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with success of the women's basketball team and what's going on with NIL here. If you saw the Cavinder Twins got their own penny line, 4 million followers on social media. They were pulling in NIL deals when they first jumped off.
All right. Well, let me put it to you like this. And I'm gonna give some free game to the recruits. Leave that picture up there. With the twins. The
it's a lot of
one with the twins. There's a bunch of them.
Yes,
now check it. All of you Miami prospects, Brandon Ennis, receivers, O-linemen. Let me tell you, you got the Cavinder Twins who just committed to University of Miami. They might be single. If they ain't got a ring on their finger, that mean they single. And I'm just saying, you go to the U, you get to see. This is the caliber of this is the association you get to have when you go to the University of Miami. So y'all young, y'all both play sports. So I'm just saying, if you you want that that superstar relationship, that social media influencer relationship, somebody that can help you out with your brand and your business and help you get to the business. We just had 2 young ladies commit to the Miami Hurricanes basketball team that seem to know what they're doing. They already got their own NIL stuff going on. I mean, hey, if I'm a football recruit, I mean, birds of a feather flock together. So
right. They came way from Fresno State. They came way from across the country.
Across the country. They said we gonna test the waters over here. So I'm saying to y'all, JoJo over at Edison, you know, who else? Who else we talking about? So, some of y'all linemen. Hey, some girls like the whole winter season thing, you know. So they like them big and fluffy sometimes. I'm just telling you, Miami's a great place to be.
Yeah, Honey Cavender. That's Honey. She has 400,000 followers. That's Hannah. I mean, where's Haley? I mean, let me see if I can find Haley. And I mean, they got a treat code. They twins.
Mm-hmm. And I don't ever hate. I congratulate. Hey, if that works for them, that works for them.
They both have 400,000. Gotta somehow try to get them on the show. They big
I
time
know.
though. I don't know. You catch them walking around campus or something and corner them and be like, "Hey!" They big time.
Mm-hmm. Wesley, hey, from what I hear, girls like superstars. So, especially dudes who get on the field as a freshman. I'm just saying.
Look, they had the orange and green on right here. When was this?
That's what's up.
That's 39 weeks ago. But no, man, things are moving at Miami, man. We happy to be at the center of it, man. I hope y'all caught the spring game video we put out, man. Trying to give you guys a different look at the game from a different perspective, from our own perspective, basically from how we see it. We let y'all hear more of the song, and y'all heard this more of the song was the more explicit it get, the longer the song plays. Because people have been asking to hear that forever.
Right.
One out of our
what
lives.
caught me off guard is
freedom with our time.
It's Twitter. Thomas Davis out of Georgia. It's how people enjoy me talking over the. And I didn't think I had a nice voice or anything like that. How people enjoy me talking over the video. Could you tell me, Rich, like how does it but you talk to me all the time, so you might not have no effect. But what do you get out of it hearing me tell these stories over the videos?
It's the perspective, because sometimes, especially with football, and I might have mentioned this to you before, the uniqueness about University of Miami is that University of Miami is a spectator sport to the fans. And I say that because in the state of Florida, football is such it's just what we do. It's a favorite pastime. So we got cousins, we have uncles, we got kids that are prospective University of Miami players. So what we see on the field and what we hear about certain drills, about what's going on in practice, we take that back and we employ it into what we're doing at the other levels, at the high school level, at the little league level. So that's why when they hear your commentary, it's like verifying what it is that we're seeing. So I know we've had some conversations, like when we talk about Cam Kinchens and who Cam Kinchens looks like in terms of being a DB with a very, very high IQ, and us noticing, hey, and isn't that him right there, number 5?
Kitchens?
Yeah, I don't think that was him.
No, 5 is Keyshawn Smith.
Yeah, my bad.
He was 5 in high school.
Yeah, but we look at him and we like, okay, we know what that looks like. We saw Ed Reed here before, right?
Right.
So, we like it. I see somebody said that you're doing it Jam Pony style, talking over the beat.
1 2 1 2. Mike check. Lay around for it. Y'all lay around for it. Once upon a time, not long ago.
Yeah, we familiar with that. We from down here.
Restrepo family, man. After hearing his mom talk, man, she was hard. She seemed hardcore. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in the military or something.
Well, we know where he gets his work ethic from. So yeah, because he's a dog for sure. He works hard, and I gotta tell you, man, he's a testament, right? Anybody who's undersized, anybody who, for any reason may not be the prototypical whatever. Hey, hard work can get you places. Because I gotta tell you.
Wait up, Rich. Wait up. Look in the background. I didn't even recognize this. Look who's in the background.
Who, number
I didn't even realize. Huh?
The 31 jersey, or
yeah. That was Wesley Basaint's mom. I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was Wesley with Saint Mom in the background.
Because people were saying she was around.
There she go right there.
Yep.
But it's probably a delay on yours.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay. Yeah, there she go.
That's she finna come with the red hair. She's standing right here holding this thing in her hand. Yeah, I didn't recognize that, bro. I didn't realize that. See, she tried to say something to me. She didn't realize I was recording. You know what I'm saying? I saw her looking at me, but I didn't even see her.
Well, there you go. Because she was around. We kept hearing that too. We kept hearing that she was around. So.
Yeah.
Yep. But when is she gonna join a Twitter space? Or do an interview?
Oh, I never thought about that. I don't know.
Yeah,
because
okay, because it's great to hear from the moms. It's great to hear, like, hearing from Mama Kelly was wonderful. She has a lot of insight. And every mom is different, so just the things that they got to do to prepare their young man to go to college and keep a level head. So we really like to hear that type of perspective. So it'll be good for her to come into space or do an interview or something like that. So
right.
It's just to us, she may not be out on the field making the tackles, but to us, all the moms out there that support their kids and support their dreams, to us, they're hood legends. They are hood legends because we know how hard it could be if you're a single mom or whatever, coming out there and doing what you got to do for your kids. And that goes for the dads too, the single dads. I mean, the parents in general who get it.
Somebody said keep John away from keep.
Man,
you talking about John who?
You talking about the Twitter space?
Oh. I think this is Dunson's dad. I think it's Dunson or one of the DBs.
I got a delay. Oh, right here?
Yeah, with the orange on.
With the hat?
Balaam. I think that's Brian Balaam's dad.
Okay. I like his style. He got the straw hat on.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was a cool shot right there, bro. With them walking to the. Yeah.
That is.
We're never gonna forget that shot.
Nah, man.
It's gonna go down in history.
It will. You saw Jerry Judy the other day, catching hell from Alabama fans for hanging out with.
Yeah, he reposted our picture.
Yeah,
man.
Catching
hell from Alabama and Miami fans, and the way I see that is, he was in Alabama for 3 years, right?
Right.
You don't owe anybody any expectation, any explanation, bro. And I don't think Jerry Judy really cares. I mean, but he said something. Man, you grew up in South Florida.
Right.
Like Chris Paul from South Florida. Like, come on, bro.
It's too many ties there, too many connections. You always got to stay close to home. And here's the other thing too. I want people to think about this. When you have Jerry Judy and the Lamar Jacksons who didn't go to Miami, or anybody else who come back who didn't go, but you see their face in the neighborhood and they're training at local parks, that helps our recruits. That helps those kids who are aspiring to get where they are, get where those guys are.
Right.
So don't sit there and bash them, because they're the ones that are upholding that legacy of having great talent come out of South Florida. So, yeah, I want them around. I want them around the program, even though they didn't go. I want them to see them out there training with a UM commit, even though they didn't go to the U. That helps us.
Right. Insane say that's another NFT right there. With them walking to the yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought about the same thing. It really is. You should have saw me and Twan trying to jockey for position to get that shot. Because those are the shots I kind of live for. You know what I'm saying? Like Yeah, you should have saw us jockeying for position, trying to actually get the shot.
Was other media like Gary out there with cameras or no?
A couple of them caught it. A couple of them caught it. Some caught them getting out the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of them caught it. They just don't capture it like us. I mean, but people are gonna see what we're doing. They're gonna try to step up their camera game, I'm sure. They just won't be able to sync it together and have both aspects of what we got going on. We're just gonna keep trying to grow it, man, turn it something different. But man, listen, I appreciate you, bro. We got $1,000 to give away here soon.
Yeah, man.
And we got another batch of NFTs to drop, and we're gonna keep pushing this until you guys understand the value of ownership. All right.
Yeah, man, and all of y'all keep hitting that like button and have a great weekend.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. So, all right, man, we about to get up out of here. Or I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. The number at the bottom, 786-459-499. Or just click the link if you want to get down with Investor Die and get access to all these things that we got going on. It's Friday, man. Investor Die, $20. One of the cheaper prices it's ever been. We just want to build a community, bro. We're trying to get 500 people in there. Then we're trying to get 1,000. Just want to build a community, man, so we can get in there and talk about some stuff to move us forward as people. Doesn't matter what color you is. You ain't got to be black, white, purple, man. If your ass grew up and you don't understand investing in NFTs, jump in there. It ain't got nothing to do with the color. So listen, man, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today, man. The rest of your life can be seconds away. I'm D.